Thanks, Oliver, for speaking to us. We're from Astro Malaysia. Just want to wish you, how so much of a sensational job you've done so far at the club. I think you've led the club to 21 points from 12 matches so far. Fascinating game against Wolves, Liverpool, Newcastle. One thing fans in Malaysia want to know, that they all know you are such a big fan of the NBA. Yeah. And you spent some time with Golden State Warriors. And we just want to know what are the coaching methods or management principles that you have taken inspiration from the NBA.
It's for me, it's always you to, when you're for a long time in football or in one business, as we say, you get a little bit blind of your business. You see everything, and you don't see a lot of what's right or left of you. And this is what I try, and looking to other sports, looking to other business, and learn from it. And this was also the idea of visiting the Golden State Warriors at different sports. But at the end, every manager, every coach is the same, is dealing with people. And sportsmen, and also in the NBA, a lot of superstars. Yeah, how to deal with them, how they work together as a team. How in the NBA they have 82 games in the season before the playoffs start. So maybe they have 100 games during a season. So how you can plan the season, what you have to take care. Yeah, a lot of things and get new influences, and there are some is maybe typical for your sports, but some is when you say, yeah, it's a good idea, maybe we can implement in football in our methods, and yeah, so that was a very important and good week for me.
What's your one most favorite takeaway from the sharing session with the Golden State Warriors that you have incorporated into your coaching principle with Crystal Palace?
It's not the one thing, so it's but it's just getting experience and getting influence, getting informations, and then stick it all together and say, okay, maybe with some adaptations, with some adjustments, it also can work in football, because it's different if you throw a basket or taking a shot in football. I don't think you get injured when you throw a basket, but when you go out and you are not prepared and taking a shot, maybe you get an injury. So you have to make some adjustments. And but it's a lot of, for example, a lot of individual training with the players in basketball, and every day. And I think this is not that much in football, and we're thinking about, okay, where we can find a time slot to implement more individual training with the players with their skills, in their positions. This is something we are talking about, and we want to introduce and implement in the new season.
And the size of coaching team at NBA is also different. I think it's ratio like almost 1-to-1. Yes. Coach play. Like, how do you think in the most realistic way that you could tweak that into
we have to build a new training ground if we have the same number of staff. So yes, it's almost one coach for one player. There were some sessions before there were 2 coaches for one player. But we also, I think there's something in football is more and more that the staff, the number of staff members increases, and also video analysts more and more team meetings, more individual meetings, more sessions individually. Also the strengthen, the fitness activities are more individual than it was maybe 15 or 20 years ago. And I think NBA or also US sports, also the NFL, maybe they are regarding these topics maybe a few years before football. And so we always want to look how we could improve, and so that's it's a very good moments to use for us.
I'll bring you back to your squad for now. Like Mateta, one of the players in your squad. Let's talk about him. What do you think? What would you want to attribute his success to, and how have you been able to maximize his potential to his greatest strength?
No, he did it. So we just encouraged him. We supported him. This is what we do with every player. but we didn't inject something that. But everything he shows, he has in his body, he has in his mind, and in his this is his quality, this is his talent. Yeah? We encourage him, and our job is to stick all the puzzles together that it works. And then yeah, he is the striker. He has a great finish quality, and he gets into the situations where he can score goals. And now he has the confidence, the trust in himself, the trust in the teammates, that he gets the chances and finish it. So everything that he shows is his achievement, yeah, because he works every day very hard. He's very ambitious, so he messages our coaches, come on, let's meet tomorrow in the morning doing this, or after training, come on, let's doing this. So a lot of hard work, and now he gets the reward.
Can you pinpoint any specific factors or moments that sparked the change in fortunes for Palace, particularly during that Liverpool game? How did the whole team, the whole squad respond to that match?
Everybody was happy, so that was the first. And yes, we could see that when we perform on a very high level, we are competitive everywhere. And then it was in the first half we were competitive. In the second half it was a big fight to get the win. And then it's, you know, in a game it's not just about playing football. Some moments in the game you have to fight to defend as a team. In some moments you have to attack, but you always have to stay together and always keep the belief that you are able to win. And this is tough at Anfield, 60,000 pushing the home team. You know, every mistake gets punished. So it's a lot of focus, concentration, staying together, and this helped us to increase this belief. This helped us to increase our unit, our togetherness, but I think also before it started, yeah, we had a very good first half against Man City. Yeah, we couldn't keep the level high for 90 minutes, so we lost. We had a very good first half, 60 minutes at Bournemouth. We could have lead 3-0, but it was 0-0, and then we conceded a goal. So, but we could see, yes, we're on the right pathway, and I think with this win at Anfield, with a great goalkeeper, you know, here we also needed. Yeah, we started more believing in us, more what we want to do in every phase of the game got clearer and clearer for the players. Yeah, and then this happened, and I hope it happens one more time against Aston Villa, and then we have a good vacation time.
Talking about level of competition and competitiveness that you mentioned just now, you have few players in your squad transitioning between, you know, Bundesliga and Premier League. Why do you think some of them experience different runs of form? Are there specific factors or tactical adjustment or the league intensity they face in adapting to the different league?
First of all, it's always when you come into a new country, is a different culture, not just in the business you have, so I think it's for everyone. If you go into a new country, you have to get used to the tradition, to the habits in your work, but also in your life, and this takes time, especially many football players come with a very young age, and then it's maybe different football. The manager demands something different. It's a higher intensity than you were used to play, and also you have great players in the Premier League. So everybody knows, we can see many goals are scored because of the high quality in players who are here. So these are many facts that have influence on a player, on a person, and when the quicker the person gets used to it, the quicker the performance is high. But this, I think, is normal for everybody of us.
And just like yourself, Adam was a recent addition to the club. What aspect of his gameplay and transition into the Premier League that has impressed you the most? And do you think he's a player England should consider playing for the Euros?
Absolutely. So with how he performed, yes, he can play for, I think, almost every team in the world, and also for England. But it's Gareth Southgate's decision, and he will decide. But yes, I think he could play, and I'm really pleased and how quick Adam could adapt to the Premier League, coming from the Championship. But we could see his quality. Otherwise, the club wouldn't have spent so much money on him, because he's a great player. He's a great guy. He's still on the way up. He's listening. He's learning here, and he has such a great pre-orientation. He can solve very difficult situations because he can pass with 1-2 touches. He always tries to pass forward, getting the offensive players into position, but he's still improved in defending, in his aggressiveness, in his physicality. So yeah, he's on a good way. But it's the same. I think we don't have the peak as a team, but and he also doesn't have the peak, but we will support him to reach it.
And one last question. Ever since you arrived here, what is your one most favorite thing about the club culture and everything that you've seen and experienced with the squad?
The most exciting...
One thing that you're probably grateful for.
I like what I found here in England, and I really like every morning, is this avocado on toast with eggs. So I really like it. I never had it before, and so when I was at home the last time, I cooked it for my daughter, and she also likes it. So yeah, we opened our horizon, and we got new influence, and very positive one.
Thank you, Oliver, for speaking to us.
Thank you.